At least I go down to the grave and die happily. Leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Bills coming in at 5-6, going up against the Patriots, who come in at 8-3.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field, just south of Buffalo, New York, in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Johnson, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Hill. And a first catch is a Patriot here for Martellus Bennett. A nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's McCoy. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that when their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. For me, that's an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Hill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Hill. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. It's a room to maneuver. McCoy's got the first down and more. And all the way home for a Bill. Touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Patriots coming out now. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
No. Check. Patriot. Go. Hurry up. Here we go.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down is Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's McCoy. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with Johnson. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's just a gain of a couple there.
Forced his eyes down to see the rush. It was time to make a break for it.
Throwing on third. Gone. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Roethlisberger being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Given 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw is Hill. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, able to avoid him. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now it's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Underneath for Johnson. He got 29 yards that time. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Goff. And Olsen over the middle. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Sure consistent, the numbers the last couple. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Courtney Upshaw able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. New England on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. And Conley's got it over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Off on first down. And this is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Roberts with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Goff. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Gone. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jared Goff, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here. They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. A give to McCoy, and he stopped immediately there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
No. Check.
Play action. It's Hill. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Now it's Hill. Now he steps away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10th carry now for McCoy. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on
David Johnson on his way. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Johnson. 67 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football, because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First down, it's Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Forced out to his... And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a carry here for Presley. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 24-yard line.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Going up top. That's caught at the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for New England. 57 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Here on first down. Looking downfield for Dez. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. But he knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen this.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Rosas now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Shreds the tackle. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K1 short in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 30.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They set up the screen to Martin. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. There we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And he's got Sanu. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K1 Short in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big run there by Johnson. 44 yards on the ground. So a big-time run there. A field goal wins it, and that puts him in good position.
Not only in good position, but your field goal kicker's over there warming up right now. You're thinking, let's get this guy out here pretty soon and finish this thing off.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And the lead is up to 5. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Bills getting set to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Bills. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. First and goal from the 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. He's back to throw, and that'll make it second and goal. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, this one.
For us.